Welcome to our Black History Month flag-raising event. My name is Lori Nelson. I am the Senior Advisor for Racial Justice, and I am here to do a brief intro of my colleague and good friend, and we are going to dedicate this Black History Month flag-raising to one of our colleagues who recently passed, but certainly was a civil rights leader, icon, and in his own ranking file, one that we should always honor for his work and contributions to the city of Boston, not only in the area of housing, but across the city. So I'm gonna ask Dwayne to come forward, Dwayne Watts, who serves with Fair Housing. You all give it up for Dwayne. And if you all would just indulge us in giving us a moment of silence to honor the life, legacy, and work of Brother Bob Terrell and his work in fair housing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dwayne. As we move this program forward, I am happy to introduce, a lot of you all know her. She is not only one of the, I would say, one of the best poets in the land, but she certainly comes ready to bring the purpose and occasion of why we celebrate Black History Month and why we should celebrate who we are as a people. If you all would do me a huge favor, if you all would loudly celebrate Miss Amanda Shea as she comes forward to give us the purpose through poem.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Nah, we can get louder than that. It's Black History Month. How we doing? I know that's right. I'm gonna do this poem called Black Excellence. It's a little cold, but you know, in the great words of Erykah Badu, I'm an artist, but I'm also sensitive about my art. So we ain't gonna worry about good notes in this cold. We just gonna bring everybody together because Black History Month is not just a month, but it should be celebrated and uplifted every single day because Blackness is culture. Dream of a land my soul is from. I hear a hand stroke on a drum. Shades of delight, cocoa hue, rich as the night, Afro blue. Our land, the motherland, where the sun illuminates our melanin, we glow different. Afro descendants fighting oppression in systematic institutions, black magic. We turned into black girl magic. That energy you can feel. We call it vibes. We be out here snapping our necks and fingers like, yes, sis. Our voices carry joy. They be like, how can these people be so liberated when we violate their civil rights in their existence? We exist in ourselves. Our ancestors birthed doulas in order to reproduce black babies that ignite the culture. Natural hair, braided locks, wigs, we weave beauty into sculpted masterpieces. How we be speaking with our eyes, and we be knowing what that look mean. Call it telepathy, like how our ancestors talk to us in dreams. How multilingual we are when we say, "Sak passe." There's more of us out here, "Sak passe." Que lo que? What it do, homie? What's up? We complimenting each other like, where you going dressed like that means you look good with a T on the end. We embody deities, Aphrodite. They tried to abandon us overseas. What they didn't know is we are healing folk, protected by crystals, obsidian, black tourmaline. Orishas like Omega carried us to safety, surely providing our fruitful livelihood, cropping out negativity and planting seeds in the backyards and windowsills to feed our families. Our chants become mantras. Ceremonies held in homes and churches, Angola, Nigeria, Ghana, Haiti, Igbo people. We are historic. We were buried in gold. We, the definition of royalty. Our music, pulsating a frequency that demands you to move. Jill Scott, Sam Cooke, Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. Resonates deeply. We are culturally appropriated, and yet we still act accordingly. We can move things just by standing still. It's cosmic. It's spiritual. It's God. We sprinkle all that razzle-dazzle on everything, no matter societal constraints or tactics. We thrive, period. The epitome, I don't think y'all hear me, the epitome of Black excellence. Dream of a lane my soul is from. I hear a hand stroke on a drum. Shades of delight, cocoa hue, rich as the night, afro blue. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for Amanda Shea. Thank you, Amanda. If you all would keep that energy, I now have the privilege of bringing to the podium our leader and a mayor who is certainly always focused on all of us as a city, as residents, and one who is certainly always happy to support and be a part of this Black History Month celebration. If you all would continue with that energy as we bring to the stage our mayor, Mayor Michelle Wu.
Good morning. Afternoon. Well, I lost track of what time it is. Thank you so much to Lori and to all of our incredible leaders in City Hall and across the community. Thank you for your leadership always, but especially now. Thank you to Amanda for giving us the words, the notes that we need in this moment. We are so grateful for you. To Frank Farrow, Director of our Office of Black Male Advancement, to our Equity and Inclusion Cabinet, to all the members of BEN, our Black Employee Network here at City Hall. Thank you for helping to organize not only this month's celebrations and commemorations and solidarity, but thank you for helping us learn from, celebrate, and make Black history here in Boston every day of the year. Black history is American history. To know Frederick Douglass, Ella Baker, Ida B. Wells, Malcolm X, is to know who we are as a nation. To know the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Miss Coretta Scott King, Mel King, Melania Cass, Ted Landsmark, and the late, great, beloved Bob Terrell, who most recently served as our Director of Fair Housing here at City Hall. To know them is to know who we are as a city. Of course, right now, there are people who are invested in forgetting, eager to erase any proof that leaders and leadership could look different from them. We are the proof that true greatness is selfless, not selfish, that true power comes from community, not the individual, and that true strength is kind, not cruel. Here in Boston, we will always celebrate these truths and the leaders who live them, the community members who make them real every day. In Boston, we are inspired by our Black history, not threatened by it. In Boston, we celebrate Black culture, Black experience, Black expression, Black excellence, Black joy. And we create and expand policies and programs that empower our Black families who thrive here. From investing in supplier diversity, supporting Black businesses, closing gaps in Black maternal health, and creating more opportunities to build wealth through home ownership. This Black History Month, we lift up all that has happened and all that we are still fighting for. This month, the City of Boston's Black Employee Network will host events focused on mental health and well-being, on financial literacy, and in celebration of all the ways Boston's Black community has helped make our city a better home for all of us. Our Arts and Culture Cabinet will highlight Black expression and experience in galleries at City Hall and across our neighborhoods. And we will host our signature Black History Month event at the Bowling Building on February 28th, where we'll honor Black labor leaders, advocates, activists, and workers. So again, I want to thank Lori Nelson, Frank Farrow, Martine Mango, our Black Employee Network, the Arts and Culture Cabinet, and the entire team at City Hall for helping us celebrate Black history, Black culture, and Black community, for reminding us of who we are as a nation and of what true leadership looks like. Thank you, and happy Black History Month to everyone. And to make it real, I wanted to offer and invite up any of my elected colleagues in government and also members of BEN to come up here, and those who have been part of organizing today, where we will officially, I won't read the whole thing, but this is the official City of Boston proclamation declaring Saturday, February 1st as marking the beginning of Black History Month in our city, and observing Black History Month throughout the month of February. So we thereby do officially declare February 2025 to be Black History Month in the City of Boston, urging all fellow Bostonians to join us in honoring contributions to the betterment of the city.
We should do it now.
Okay, Ms. Lori says let's do one photo now with this. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
You ended it. You're the one that ended it. Yeah.
As people are moving off of the podium, please give another warm applause to our mayor, Mayor Michelle Wu, and to the elected officials assembled. Thank you all for celebrating and supporting Black History Month with us. I now have the distinct pleasure of introducing someone who will also bring a brief message of the meaning of Black History Month, our why. He has led us very well and with boldness and courage in the space of public safety. Our Director of Public Safety, our Senior Advisor, he's gonna kill me, for Public Safety is Dr. Isaac Yablo. Would you all please give him a round of applause as he comes? Make a look.
There we go. Good afternoon, everyone. So before I get into my prepared words, I want to speak just from the heart. I am a descendant of slaves in this country. I have around 9 generations that come before me. And I was doing some research on the history of my family. And I found that I have relatives that served in world wars and worked in fields and worked in factories all across this country. And it is a pleasure to stand before you today to be able to speak a little bit about Black history, which is American history, as the mayor said. And it's important to connect and talk about people from the past, appreciate the present, and build for the future. We have to amplify Black figures that contribute to Boston and Boston history. In large masses and in small settings, Black history is American history, and Boston's history is the cornerstone of this country's history wrapped in Black excellence. That excellence is embodied in well-known folks, Crispus Attucks, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, W.E.B. Du Bois, Ida B. Wells, as the mayor mentioned, But then there's figures that we don't typically talk about that folks may not know. Boston Ken and Zipporah Potter Atkins, some of the first black landowners in this city. Phyllis Wheatley, who became a published author at the age of 15 in 1767. Primus Hall and Barzillai Lou, who fought in the Revolution War. A. Philip Randolph, a labor activist that we celebrate in front of South Station. Mel King, Bruce Bowling, Chuck Turner, Manea Cass, Donna Summers, Thelma Burns, John D. O'Brien. The list goes on. As I mentioned, it's important to highlight today's leaders that are actively making history. Folks like Tony Richards Sr., Bishop William Dickerson, Charlie Titus and Tony Brewer, everyone, all the coaches in the city, from Coach Harry Wilson to Coach Tony Hurston. Folks that are doing amazing work in communities that they may have caused harm in. Mario Rodriguez and Milton DeSoto. Our Commissioner Cox, and our first black captain detective, Captain Leighton Facey. Dr. Rufus J. Falk, Jean McGuire, Clementina Sherry, Ruth Rollins, Mona Lisa Smith, Mayor Kim Janey, our own Frank Farrow, who serves honorably as our Director of Black Male Advancement. And then, as the mayor mentioned, the late and the great Bob Terrell, who I had the pleasure of working with. All these names and all these figures that I just mentioned today embody what history is in this city and in the country. And I'm proud to be able to say that I work for Mayor Wu, a mayor that honors our history and is unapologetic about our history. And with that, I will turn it back to the person that helped to raise me, Miss Lori Nelson, who comes from a family of people that are doing and have done amazing work in the city of Boston. So thank you all.
Give it up again for Isaac Yablo. Thank you so much. I know that you all have endured the cold, and some of y'all are in the sun, so y'all are getting some heat. So we are almost done. I am going to now bring to the podium I consider him one of the best. I always get in trouble when I do this, but he is one of the best artists that I know of. His name is Mr. Chris Bender, and Chris is going to sing the Black National Anthem. And here's the difference today. Whereas usually, we would have started with the anthem, we are concluding, because this is also a symbolic moment. We're going to ask those who were here before, the elected officials, to also come up, and our members of our staff. As he sings the anthem, we are going to raise the flag. And we are doing it a little differently this year again, because this is more symbolic, and I believe, honestly, the Bob Terrell that I know would have wanted it this way. And so, having said that, please give a round of applause to my good friend, always jazzy, Chris Bender. Yes, 3 verses, right, Chris? 3 verses? I was told 3. Okay.
Greetings, everyone. Certainly, we know that we are in a great city. Is that correct? I said we're in a great city, right? Yeah. And we know that because we are in a great city that understands all things, that we have still yet so much more work to do. So today, as you listen to the words of this song, I want you to just find your space of recommitment to the cause, okay? All right, here we go. Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trot, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn has died. Have not our weary feet, yet with a steady beat, come to the place for which our Father's side we have come. Over the way that the tears have been watered, we have come, treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered, out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of a bright star has passed. God of our weary years, God of all silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, our God, here we met Thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget Thee, shadowed beneath Thy hand. May we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
And with that, we say happy Black History Month, and we invite you inside to celebrate with us with a reception and some food. Thank you so much.